Hey guys, it's yours truly. It's February 9th, 2022. It's, might as well say 9:20 p.m. Um, and this is the review video on the Septa Comet cars by Rapido. So you guys saw my sneak peek video, me just showcasing the cab car with the boxes. But today, I actually got this car today. So when I actually bought the 3-pack set online on eBay, there was a guy selling 3 of the unnumbered cars, and my plan was to buy all 3 of them, but I was hesitant because the total for all 3 would have been over $400, whereas when I got the 3-pack from Nicholas Smith, it was pretty much $300. Anyway, make a long story short on that, 2 of the cars that he was selling ended up getting sold. Well, 2 out of the 3 cars he was selling ended up getting sold, and this was the last one. So basically, I said, you know what? I'm going to go and snatch this one up and get a 4-car train, because for a time, you could see 4-car consists being run out on the Keystone Corridor, and those sets were made to fill in for Silverliner 4 sets that would have normally been on that train, but they weren't available for whatever reason, so they put in 4-car Comet sets in place of the Silverliners, and yeah, you could see them in both configurations with or without the center door cars, which was pretty cool. And this went on for like several months, actually, long enough that you could see them every day. Anyway, this is a review video on these cars. Let's get started. I'm going to use my trusty sanding stick here as a pointer. Let's start with the cab car. So the cab car has separately applied wipers, separately applied grab irons, MU cables. You also have the plow here, which, by the way, this, along with other details, is all one piece, which is great because a lot of manufacturers that make cars similar to this, that are cab cars or multiple units, that part is very dainty and has a tendency to break, which this is not going anywhere. Like, you have to really, really put force behind this to actually break it, which, you know, that's a testament to the build quality. You also have functioning ditch lights, marker lights, headlights, obviously, and then you have your trusty 5-chime air horn. Moving to the side of the coach, or the cab car, you have the cab car number here with the illuminated number board, and then going towards the rear, you have the stenciled number board. Let's move over to the engineer side of the cab car. You actually have the correct split window here, so that the engineer can open and look out to see where the passengers are detraining and to see the conductor, which is cool. Let's move on to the coach. Now, keep in mind, this is the unnumbered coach. I am planning to number it because Rapido actually, you know, gave you a decal sheet, which is awesome. But yeah, very, very different than the cab car, obviously. Nicely molded roof details, end diaphragms, obviously. The couplers, they're still the standard the standard couplers supplied by Rapido. I might switch them out for the whisker couplers, but I'm not sure. Usually I don't do that. If there's no issue, I just leave them alone. I actually haven't tested these out on the track yet, so I will be doing another video with these actually running on the track. So you'll see me running these for the first time. Let's do side details on the cab car here. So the suspension details here on the Walthers cars, these outside braces, if you can see here, these are actually molded to the body of the car, leaving the trucks to freely swing, just like on the prototype. On the Rapido models, these are separately applied. Well, not separately applied. These are actually a part of the truck itself. The only downside with this is, if you see this piece moving here, if you snap that off, you're done. Which I personally think this whole mechanism here could have been molded to the chassis with all the details and still allow the free swing of the trucks to be possible. That's my only little thing with this, is that detail right there can be easily broken. Yeah, that's not how it is on the prototype, because all this would be under the body attached up here. So yeah, that's my little thing there that I think Rapido could have improved upon. Let's take a look at the underside of each car. So let me put the cab car here, and let me put the coach next to it. So clearly you can see differences between the coach here on the right and the cab car here on the left. So let's take a look at the cab car. As I said before, this plow is all molded in as one piece. I believe this is metal. I believe this plow is metal, which is great. I'm glad that they did that out of metal. I'm really glad, because some other manufacturers probably would have used plastic and it would have been very dainty, and it probably would have snapped off if you'd taken it out of the box. Then you have the sanding boxes here with the actual sanding hoses. Moving here, here's the truck itself. This, I think, is how Walther should have did their trucks. Like, I think Walther should have did their trucks like this. Now you see what I was talking about, where this part here is part of the truck, and normally that would be actually mounted to the car. Yeah, that's my only little pet peeve with this design, is that this could have been molded to the body. You could have still allowed all this to freely swing. But the design of the truck, like without the details, is genius, because Walthers should have did it like this, because these are free rolling wheels. They're free rolling, and the power pickups are great. I think if Walthers put these on their Amphiletes, a lot of people wouldn't be complaining about the roll quality. I personally haven't had any issues with any of the Amfleet 2s that I've purchased. Mine are pretty free rolling. I don't know if I got the cars that were like in one of like 100 batches or something, but I've never had rolling issues with them. So yeah, my video is about to run out, so I'm going to speed this up. So you have the triple air tanks here on the cab car, and the single air tank here on the coach. You have your conduits and cables, your different boxes. But yeah, that's pretty much it for these two cars here.